You don't need a new wardrobe, a new man, or even a 5-year plan. What you do need is a reset that starts from the inside. If life has knocked the wind out of you and you're wondering what comes next, this is where your midlife reinvention begins. I'm talking to every woman right now who is standing at the crossroads of midlife. The kids are grown, the roles have changed, or maybe they've even disappeared. Maybe you're carrying grief that you can't quite explain, or maybe life just didn't turn out the way you thought it would. That was definitely the case for me. And now you're left wondering, what do I do now? Where do I go from here? That's a very common place to find ourselves. And I want you to know that rebuilding your life isn't about slapping new paint on a crumbling foundation. It's not about trying over and over to make all that old stuff work, nor is it about hustling your way into a shinier new version of success or trying to manufacture excitement or to do any of those other risky or unhealthy things that I see so many women who feel a little dead in this season start to do. What it's really about is rebuilding you, your identity, your trust in yourself, and your peace. And it happens from the inside out. Rather than trying to control or change everything in the outside world, it's about going on the inside, tidying up all the stuff that's going on in there that's been pushed to the side or maybe ignored, probably while you were busy doing other good things in your life. And now, here we are in a season where those things have changed and the issues can become glaring. So today I want to help you take your first steps forward in rebuilding with confidence and clarity, even if you don't have all the answers yet. As women, we have been taught for decades to measure our progress by what we can show the world. Our titles, weight loss, a happy family, a clean house, all that stuff. But none of those things matter if your inside is falling apart. Rebuilding from the inside out means starting to work on your relationship that you have with yourself. It's about shifting your focus inward and getting real about what you're really feeling, what you need, what's really going on in your life, and what options you have in this new season of your life. I think a lot of people don't realize that the stories we tell ourselves about what's possible in this next chapter are actually what determine our success. So I want to ask, what stories are you telling yourself? Are you saying it's too late, you've missed your chance, or that you're too broken, or it won't matter anyway? Are you telling yourself, I'm too tired, or I'll get to it later? Or are you somehow telling yourself, I am a queen and I deserve to be treated like one, including by myself? All of those statements have different meaning and a different feel, but none of them, including the one that you're a queen, are inherently true. They're all stories. They're all things that we choose to tell ourselves, and they become our truth based on repetition. If we repeat the negative ones, that's what's going to show up on the outside. If we can turn things around and shift our mindset to a more positive and healthy manner, that's what's going to happen. Because no matter what's going on in your life, you still have the power to change those things. So if you don't like the stories, how they are, it's time to show up and rewrite a new one. I know that's a new concept for a lot of women, and it can feel very daunting and overwhelming, especially if you've never done it before. And a lot of people will say, well, that's great. I don't have time now, but I'll do it later, or I'll do it when I have some confidence. And yet what they miss so much, I missed it myself for a while, is that confidence doesn't just magically appear. It's not a gift that's handed to some and not to the others. It's what you build and rebuild piece by piece by taking action and showing up for yourself. Here's some tips on how to do that. The first thing we want to do is honor what you need. Even if it feels uncomfortable, even if nobody else gets it, even if it means you might need to rest more, you might need to slow down, you might need some more space, or it might even be saying no to that family group text that doesn't leave you fulfilled, but rather in tears. Number 2 is notice your self-talk. Be honest about this. Would you talk to a friend or even a stranger the same way you speak to yourself? If that answer is no, then it's time to shift the tone and be a little more gentle with yourself, because I promise you deserve a lot more grace than you might think. Number 3 is give yourself tiny little bits of self-respect. I'm not talking about huge over-the-top things here. I'm talking about go drink some water, go to bed on time, get enough sleep, make a decision without second guessing yourself or analyzing it to death. And honestly, if you make the wrong decision, it's not a big deal. You can course correct later on. But chances are great you probably won't. You see, our confidence grows when you prove to yourself over and over that you are strong enough, you are already smart enough, you are already capable enough, and that your needs matter and that you can trust yourself to take care of them. Let's shift gears and take a little pressure off doing that though. So right now I want you to step back and imagine what your life would look like, or could look like, or might look like if you could let go of that insatiable drive to fix everything, to make it perfect, to make it better, and just focus on being, breathing, and becoming. What would happen if you gave yourself permission to speak your mind, to change your mind, to change your pace, or to even change your story? This is where sustainable, real, true life reinvention begins. It's not with doing more, but it's more about being and who you're choosing to become. It's about being willing to believe that your story isn't over yet, and being willing to be okay with the fact that things didn't turn out the way you thought they might. Now, this one is really important, so I want you to make sure you're listening. You do not have to earn your way to goodness, and you do not have to earn your way into healing. You're already worthy of it, and you're allowed to start right now, right here, even if things are messy, even if you're unsure about things, and just be how they are, because none of those things magically happen. They happen when you do the work to make them happen. And again, that doesn't mean pushing harder or doing more. It means going inside instead of trying to fix the outside. It's going in and cleaning out all those old skeleton closets, dusting off all the old shelves, and making your inside world, the place inside of you, a place where you actually want to be. If you're ready to start that process in a simple and doable way, I've got a really neat workbook available. It's available on Amazon for very inexpensive, and it will help you untangle what's keeping you stuck, and it will help you build a solid plan that actually fits who you are and where you are now in your life. But you don't want to stop there. The truth is that rebuilding from the inside out is just the beginning. Check out this next video that's up here on your screen, where you'll learn how to stop spinning in circles and finally step into the next chapter of your life with clarity and purpose. You can find the link to where you can find that workbook down below in the description. And really, take a few minutes to watch that video, because healing doesn't happen when you stay in your head. It happens when you get real, when you get willing to do the work. Let's get started. I'll see you next time. Bye.